Robin, are you ready? If anyone has children here and want them to go into the gym, we have babysitters provided, and they're just playing in the gym with the babysitters. But they're also welcome to stay here, whatever they feel most comfortable with. And if you haven't signed in, please go ahead and sign in. And there are 2 forms, our financials and just our agenda for this evening. And we will get started as soon as we get the YouTube. Go ahead and we're good. We're good. No, yes, wait, no. They changed it from when I had it. And she's ready to. Okay. Yes. In the other agenda I have. Yep, we're good. Okay, so we're good. I'm going to go ahead and start this meeting at 6:02 p.m. My name is Rebecca Young, and I am your Rock Prairie PTO president for the 2nd year in a row. I have 2 kids at Rock Prairie. I have Grace, who will be going into, she's in 4th, makes me a little sad. And I have Finn, who is in 2nd, and then I also have a 3-year-old. 2-year-old, almost 2-year-old. It's been a long week. I have no air conditioning in my house, so it's a little hot. I'll have everybody else introduce themselves real quick.
Can you guys hear in the back? Can you hear? You may want to move up closer.
Yes. We'll try to, there's 2 rows on top. Yeah, 2.
I'm Kendra Graff. I'm vice president. Can you hear me? I have 2 sons. One is in 3rd grade and one is in kinder.
Erin Ferris, and I am your PTO secretary. I have a 3rd grade daughter here at Rock Prairie and then a 5th grader in Cypress.
My name is Kristen Powell. I'm the treasurer. I have 4 kids, 2 at Rock Prairie, 2nd grader, kindergartner, 3-year-old, and 10-month-old.
I'm Jessica Ziegler, communications. I have a 3rd grader and a 1st grader.
And I see a lot of new faces. I want to know how many are you all new to Rock Prairie this year? Raise your hand. Oh, yay! Welcome. We're happy to have you. We love people who come to meetings and who help out, and so just welcome to our meetings. I try and keep them short and sweet because I all know that we have things to get on with at the end of the night. And so I'm going to go right to it with Ms. Jones' principal's report.
All right, welcome. Thank you all for being here. If you don't know yet, we started streaming our meetings online. Everybody wave. You're all online. Okay. Most of the time we leave it up here just because these are the people speaking and lots, but sometimes I pan the crowd. So, you know, wear whatever you want to be on YouTube for the rest of your lives. So thank you. I just noticed that my 3rd grade teacher is in the audience and now I'm freaked out. So welcome Ms. Fields, who was my 3rd grade teacher and is now a Rock Prairie grandparent. We're glad you guys are here. Welcome to all of our new families. Thank you so much for coming to the meeting. Please don't make this the last meeting that you come to. These ladies are super fun to work with. All of you out there that work so hard for us. We have fun when we put on things for the kids and when we work together. And so please come be a part of it. You don't have to know anything about anything when you get started because we will teach you. All you have to have is just a love for kids, and I want to help our schools. So one thing I just wanted to talk about tonight was talk about it Tuesdays. And we're going to start next week talking about that with the students. Talk About It Tuesdays is going to further our initiative of voice this year. And on those nights, we're going to really encourage the children to come home and encourage you to do something where you all talk. So play a board game and talk together, read books together, just have a conversation around the dinner table. That happens maybe 3 times a month in my house. I'm just going to be honest. I have 3 teenagers, but we need to do it more because I really need to know what they're doing right now, right? So that's what Talk About It Tuesdays are going to be. Why are we doing that? Not to give you something else to do, but because we know that it's hard to teach kids to put down devices and leave screens and all of those things. And so we want to be an advocate for you because we know you're trying to do that as well at your house. We also are finding our kids are coming to school and they're not able to talk with each other and solve problems and learn from each other. And so we want to just help increase that oral language and that communication. So that's my main thing tonight is Talk About It Tuesdays, and you'll hear more coming home from that. Does anyone have any questions right off the bat for me about anything? You can ask anything, even about parking. All right, that was your chance.
Yes. I have in my notes from last year's first meeting that there were a few questions about if there were things that people needed to or could be doing during pickup and drop off to keep improving the system. And so I just see it here and thought maybe that might be something to touch on briefly.
Absolutely. If you are driving a car to pick someone up, that hang tag with your child's name on it is so, so important. If you forget it, it's okay. Roll down the window, yell out their grade level and their name, and just we'll hear it. And once you see us say it into our phones, then you know we've got it. So that and just being patient. I think the side drop off is going okay, is it? I haven't been out there. Those of you who are walking up, Miss Marshall's in charge of it, so you say it's going good? Awesome. So I think most things, we're dismissing 620-ish kids in 20 minutes. And so I know that's tough if you're in line 20 minutes, but that's amazing because we don't have any buses from here, so they all go home on their little feet somehow, either to your car or to their houses. So I think we're doing a pretty good job for the second week. We've had such an amazing start to school. And I don't say that every year. I don't tell you when it's not good, but I'm telling you, it has been really, it's been very seamless. And a lot of that is because of your patience and you just preparing your children and all of that. So just keep it up and let us know what we can do. We're here to answer questions and help in any way we can. All right?
Thank you. So up next is our new teacher rep, Melinda Marshall. She is our teacher rep this year. We're excited to have her. And
Thank you.
yeah.
So you can be on video.
Yes. And you also have a child?
I do. I have a first grader here. He's in first grade, so yes. I really don't have a lot to update you guys on because, you know, it's the beginning of the year and we haven't really been doing a lot, but I do know that kindergarten is really busy making friends and getting into the routine of school. Same thing with first grade. They really had a great start to the year. Second grade is adjusting to having more teachers this year. It's new for them. They're doing a really good job. And then third and fourth grade have just hit the ground running. They're our pros. They've been doing lots of learning and ready to go. So
Thank you.
Okay, so I'm gonna do the treasury report. So if you, hopefully everyone picked up a budget. Does everyone have a budget sheet for this year? So on one side, you'll see our yearly budget, and the other side, on monthly, what we spent. So I want to go over our yearly since this is our first meeting of the year and kind of talk through some of our main big ticket items. So if you look at our budget this year, we need to raise $36,000, and that is a large sum of money. But I hope that you, as we go through, you'll see that we don't have any fluff. These are all things to enrich our student and our teachers' year, and they're all things that we look forward to every year. And we've really tried hard to make our budget where we think we can fulfill these and make these goals. And so I just want to go over a couple of them since this is our first meeting. So you'll see our biggest fundraiser is our Booster-thon, which you'll be hearing a lot about because it's coming up very, very quickly. And so our goal for that is $20,000. And that is clearly our main fundraiser to be able to fund all of our things. And you'll see we're also planning a fall fundraiser, a spring fundraiser, possibly. We're hoping that if we just knock these first ones out of the park, that we could not need that. But we're also just gonna have to wait and see. If you keep going down, you'll see sponsorships. So when your students get shirts, on the back we have lots of companies that have agreed to support our school and give us money towards sponsorships. And so we actually did really well this year. If you look in the actual income column, we've already received over $5,000 from companies to sponsor our school and our shirts. And so that's already above and beyond what we expected. And I will just tell you, this is as of August 31st. And so in September, we actually got almost $2,500 from just family sponsorships. So that number will increase. And so we are really excited to start the year doing great with our sponsorships. You'll see the other ways that we make money throughout the year. Kroger. So we already received almost a $500 check from Kroger just by people putting on their little tag that they want their benefits to go to Rock Prairie Elementary. So if you know anyone that shops at Kroger, even if they live in College Station, if they have family in other cities and states, anyone can put Rock Prairie as the beneficiary on their Kroger card, and you can see we really benefit from lots of people doing that. Spirit nights, that is something that we do throughout the year of different, we have Chick-fil-A coming up, so those help us also. Those are our big, fundraisers for the year. So if we go down to our expenses, this is more how we're spending money. So this is our plan for the year based off previous years and talking about what our goals for this year are. We do all sorts of things. We give a scholarship to a student graduating from high school that went through Rock Prairie. Field days. Dennis Lee is a entertainer and character builder that we bring in for the students. You can see clearly field trips is our biggest line item, $13,000. And we typically go over that a little bit, but that is our goal every year, $13,000. And that's, and that's the teachers working really hard to pick field trips that are going to be beneficial to our students, but also, we can afford. And so that's, I think people see the $13,000, oh my goodness. But like Ms. Jones said, we have 620 students times most grades take 2 field trips a year, even if it's just $5 a kid, like that adds up a lot. And we have to pay for buses, for transportation. And so I think it's a lot. I didn't even realize the cost of field trips. And so don't be, shocked by that number, because we really do use it to go for the student field trips. Other things, our Fall Discovery Dome is a big event. We budgeted a big amount. We've made our first payment on it, and it was less than we thought. So hopefully that'll continue our pattern for our events. Other big things, staff appreciation. We love our teachers and staff, and so we want to spoil them and encourage them just to keep on doing the best job they can teaching students. So we have lots of staff appreciation events we do. We provided their back to school t-shirts, which are really neat this year. I think everyone in the district was jealous of their shirts. Yeah. So, and we also do teacher grants, and we talked about that a little bit at back to school night, but teachers can submit grants in the spring and the fall for anything that they might need in their classroom. And we go through on a committee and based off certain guidelines and pick $2,500 each semester to fund. And not all schools do that. We're really lucky and think that's a really big thing that we want to continue doing for our teachers, to be able to fund those grants for their classrooms. Other things, the other big thing you'll see this year is Spirit Monkey. Since this is our first year doing it, that's going to be we think we'll spend some money getting it started up. But you can also see on the first Friday, we were shocked that students bought, almost 200 Spirit sticks the first Friday. I think everyone's really excited. And so we're happy that that's something that we're going to fund this year and hopefully get started and get the students excited about. So that's just the gist of our main whole year budget. Does anyone have questions about why something's on there or how we do any of that before I move on? And you can always just email me or come find me if you don't want to ask a question, any money question. Yes?
How do you guys feel about collecting things for the auction and spring fundraiser?
So that is going to be new this year. That's our new. So we're not sure. We're thinking maybe grade levels and stuff like that, but we're still working on that. That's going to be new. We used to do a spellathon for years and years and years, and we're moving away from that this year. So we will definitely get information out when that gets closer. We're still figuring it out right now.
But if you have suggestions,
yes,
we will take
want to
them.
be on that committee.
Not to scare you away.
No, that's a great question, and we'll have to figure that out.
No, I did a cake for a treehouse gala auction last year. I would like to volunteer to offer something like that.
Wonderful.
She makes really good cakes.
Well, and I bet Teacher Association probably would like to talk to you also. They do desserts quite well. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Any other questions about our overall budget? Okay, so if you flip it over, I have to do a monthly count to show you exactly what we spent and earned this month. So this is just a quick overview. You can see our beginning bank account number is at the top, our ending bank account number, and then everything that we received this month and spent this month. Again, like I already said, our big income this month was our business sponsorships. And then we did vintage t-shirt sales the first week of school. That all did really well. And then our expenses, so pretty much this is just all back to school stuff. It was the back to school teacher shirts. It was getting all the folders and everything ready for all the students, and lots of spirit content. So you can see it's just pretty much all back to school stuff in the month of August. This month was a little different since we started so late and then had a day off. But so we've done a lot this past week, but it all goes into September since Friday was September. So you'll see a big chunk of all of our t-shirt sales and all that kind of stuff in the next month. Does anyone have any questions about money?
Okay. All right. Awesome. So in terms of minutes, and so that you have a general idea about what's going on here at meetings, obviously we're streaming them live now, so you can catch them here in person or you can catch them at home as well. But we also take minutes at every meeting. It usually takes us a couple of days after the meeting to go through them together and make sure we've got everything correct and we've got all the numbers right and all of that. And then we post those minutes on our website. And we will make sure we get all this information out to you for the first one, so you know all the websites, you know all the links, all of that. We don't print paper copies of them anymore, just to save paper. So they're available there for you to review. If ever you need a paper copy, I always have a paper copy of all. I have the entire past year always with me. So if you do want to look back at something, you certainly can. Also, on kind of a related note, and we only touch on this usually in the first meeting of the year, there are PTO guidelines that exist for every PTO at every school in the district. And those guidelines, the specific ones for our school, but also the district-wide ones, are available on our website too. So if you're curious about how we run the meetings or the way that something is handled or the way we do minutes or anything like that, you can see the guidelines on our website. And you're certainly welcome to come and talk to one of us as well. We want, as Kristen mentioned when she was talking about treasurer stuff, we really try to be as transparent as possible. So anytime you have questions or concerns or you want to talk about something, please just let us know. And then the last thing for me is that we need to approve our minutes from the May meeting.
Vote to approve minutes for May 2017.
Okay, have a second?
Second.
Okay, thank you very much. Jessica.
Okay. I have a huge stack of emails that I need to put in. So if you have not gotten the email address, I worked on that. But give it a week or so, and if you haven't gotten anything, please let me know. I send out the emails on Sunday-ish. So if you need something to go out in an email, please let me know by late Saturday night. And if you haven't done the bits, please fill that out as soon as you can.
Yeah. So VIPS allows you to go on any field trips, and it takes 2 weeks to process. And there have been times where parents want to go on a field trip the day of, and they filled it out the night before, and they can't go. So I encourage you, because we have some upcoming kinder fall field trips, I believe, to the Oil Ranch, and maybe some first grade does a fall field trip. So I just encourage you to go ahead and do that background check. It's just a quick 30-second application, and you will not hear back from them unless they need to contact you. We just get an email list of approved people up here weekly, and the office up front also has a copy as well. So I just encourage everyone to go ahead and fill that out, especially if you just want to even be up here to volunteer. You need to have them filled out.
And also, not just you, but like grandparents. I know
Yes.
kindergarten's asking for like grandparent readers and stuff. So if you have parents that live here, or are going to be here often, they need to fill one out also to be able to read the students, or if they're in here at any length of time, it would be easier if they went ahead and filled out too. So it's not just for parents; it's any adult that wants to come into the school and help volunteer.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and move on to some new business that we have coming up. Our booster-thon. Is Melissa here? Okay. Melissa Melnick, she is our booster-thon chair. How many of you participated in booster-thon before? Okay, not too many. Okay, so booster-thon is a fun run event. It kicks off, and I want to say it kicks off the 13th. Sure. So it kicks off with a big pep rally. The booster-thon team is based in Houston, and they come out and they stay at our school for 2 weeks, culminating with the run itself on the 22nd of Friday. So each day during the kids' gym class, the kids will learn a character lesson. And now I wish I had brought the video about what booster-thon is. So
I'll put a link to it in the minutes.
Okay. So every day during their gym class, our booster-thon representative will come and teach the kids character lessons and get them kind of pumped up for the run. During those 2 weeks, the kids collect money for their last round. They do 30 to 35 laps around the gym, and if you think your child can't run 35 laps, they can. They make it fun, and it's exciting, and it's just a really fun way to kick off the year. The kids get really excited about it, the teachers get really excited about it, and it's also kind of, I really feel like it brings the school together. Do this in the beginning of the year. We build the classroom community by getting excited about it, and it's really fun. For this year, 4th grade has an incentive to do a glow run. Last year they did a color run, but it was really hot outside. So this year, we are going to go ahead and do a glow run if the 4th graders meet a percentage of their goal. What else can I say about booster-thon? Your kids will bring home lots of information about it coming home to them soon. There's also will be more information online on our Facebook page. Our emails, there should be daily messages coming home, and Ms. Jones will also talk about it during her morning announcements, or we'll have our booster-thon guy come and talk about it. And you'll see them out front doing drop-off and pickups, and they're just kind of fun to have around. And yeah, does anyone have any questions about booster-thon?
There will be opportunities to volunteer on the day of the run. We'll need lap counters, we'll need people sort of manning the doors, helping make sure, especially with the younger groups, that kids get where they need to get to, and we don't have kindergartners, heading out for a jog in a different direction or something like that. So we will have, with any of our volunteer opportunities, we will have signups that'll be posted on our Facebook page and in the weekly emails so that you can see these opportunities coming up and then pick and choose what works best for you to volunteer. But I really encourage you to come if you can and help out on that day, because it really is the kind of thing that until you're there, until you see the excitement and the hype and the kids who are so enthusiastic about everything they've worked really hard for the last 2 weeks, you really can't wrap your head around it, I think, until you're in the room being a part of it yourself. So we encourage you to come and help out that day. It's a lot of fun, and we need lots of people that day to make sure everything runs smoothly.
And your kids will come home talking about the character lessons for sure. I mean, it's something that my kids kind of stuck with them, that they, from the lessons they learned last year, and they kind of had into Harvey, and they themselves, I think, from learning all these things about helping other children or helping others, they really kind of put them into that kind of mindset and action. So it really is a great fundraiser for our school. Want to go ahead with you?
Yeah, I'll talk about cookie dough. At the end of October, you're gonna have a little break between Booster-a-thon and then it's time for cookies. So we run and then we eat, right? So the cookie dough it's a big fundraiser that we've never done before, but we met with the consultant with that group. She has so much energy. She makes selling stuff look like fun. So we are hyped up for it, and we're hoping you will be as well. So you're going to get cookie dough. It will arrive in time for holidays when you've got friends and family to entertain and treat with cookies and such. And there are a lot of other gift items as well. So if you're on a diet and really trying to stick with it, there's something still for you to kind of help you get back to the school, but can also benefit your household and family and friends. So there'll be gift options as well, and they will be here in time for the holidays.
And I will say the coffee is actually what sold us.
Oh,
It was really good coffee. So.
yeah. We went to a large convention where they had lots of these people offering different fundraisers and things like that. So we screened many, many options. And in the end, we landed on this lady in part because she really was lovely and enthusiastic, and we really liked the way that she approached it. But they also had really good coffee. So get some of that for your family too.
So the other thing I want to talk about is spirit sticks, and it's under fundraising, but it's really not a fundraiser. Yes, we will get a little bit money when the kids purchase them, but in turn we are going to turn it back and purchase more spirit sticks for your students to earn for free. So that way it's just kind of balancing each other out. So they'll get them for free for E-Rots, and I know Ms. Jones has been handing quite a few out the last couple of weeks of school, and they will also earn them for their regular awards, which will come up after the end of the 9 weeks, and then box tops. The class winners will go ahead and get some special box top ones, and then I think we're going to do some other fun incentives for students to earn them throughout the year. This is new, and we're working with some other schools in town that also began them this year, and so we're kind of trying to all get on the same page. So not one school does it a little bit different than the other. They're trying to be collective so that kids can talk to their friends and be like, oh yeah, we earned them for this way too. Does anybody have any questions about spirit sticks? Oh yes, yes. So we are. So the Spirit Stick Company is actually based out of Texas, and they are based in San Antonio, and it's just a small little mom and pop little operation that's really grown. And so they are. They made Texas Strong spirit sticks. So we are going to sell those, and whatever money we do make on those specific Texas Strong ones, we're going to go ahead and donate it to either. And we haven't talked to Ms. Jones about that, but either to an elementary school that is in need, or some other kind of organization, and that will be like a true fundraiser with the spirit sticks. And I think we're going to go ahead and send out a paper order form so we know actually how many that we're going ahead and buy. They haven't been shipping because of the mail situation, but I did just receive an email this afternoon that they started shipping. Yes.
Oh, yes, because one of our checks is lost in the mail too.
Yes. Okay. And also, we definitely need help on those Friday mornings that we sell them. My poor husband, who was trying to drop off the children, come and stop and stand in, didn't know what to do. But we sold about 150 in 25 minutes. That's a lot of kids in 25 minutes. And it takes a lot of them to make decisions. So if you don't mind, if anyone's interested in helping out, it really takes 25 minutes for you just to stand there, collect money, and put them on their key rings. So I had 2 4th graders, a 3rd grader, and Erin over here helped, but then she had to leave.
It was
My husband, and then other teachers stepped in and saw what was going on. So if you're interested in helping, it's really fun. I love when the kids get to shop and they get to make decisions for themselves, because it's really the first time they have like $1 that they can spend on their choice. And it's really funny to see these little kindergartners getting 4th grade. But they like the color, so I appreciate that. Any questions regarding that?
What hour of long?
So for that, it's 7:15 to 7.
Would be done by
7:45.
7:45.
Yeah, by the time the first bell rings.
And it's we'll be selling the first Friday of every month.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Spirit nights. Oh, Melinda.
Oh. Okay. The upcoming Spirit Night is September 12th, and it will be at Chick-fil-A. And then we have another one in October that will be at Taco Casa on the 17th, and there should be a flyer coming out to remind you of that.
Which Taco Casa is it? Is it at either or just?
I believe the last year they had one, and it was off of the new one off of
Well, last year you could go to either one anytime during the day. So we can confirm, we'll confirm if that's still the case, but I think.
Marion may know more about that.
Yeah.
She's been the one that set it up.
And Chick-fil-A is the one in South College Station by Lowe's, so make sure you go to that location.
Yes.
Yeah, and the flyer will say that. And
Yes.
you'll see last year's flyer in case others think.
Yes. And our teachers will be at the one by Lowe's, the teachers that sign up to come, they'll be the ones at Lowe's. Spirit nights are just really fun. It's great for the kids to see their friends outside of school. It kind of just brings the community together, which I really enjoy. So if you can, come out. If you can't, that's okay too. I mean, there's other ways to help out without going to Spirit Night. You know, every family is different, and we don't want you to feel that you need to come at all. But they're there if you would like to not cook dinner that night. Chair positions, we're desperately in need of a yearbook chairperson. Our lovely yearbook person, she did not come back this year to the school, and so, but she is still willing to kind of walk someone through the yearbook process. So if you're interested,
Not because we kicked her out, like
No.
her kid went to fifth grade.
maybe
So,
it's
yeah.
it's really heartbreaking for me. Nikki, if you're watching this,
Yeah, Nikki, if you're here, we missed you.
But she still lives in town. She just, her daughter's just doing something else. And so, but she's happy to meet with someone and walk them through the yearbook process, which mainly is getting the pictures from teachers or from parents and putting them into, I believe, just a computer program. So I believe it's a pretty straightforward process. Kristen here, our treasurer, will help with the financial part of it, so you wouldn't have to worry about that. It would just be a design aspect. So if you're a designer or pretend you're a designer, just come talk to us, please. T-shirts, or go ahead, Donna.
So we got all the paper forms counted today, and we gave him the totals to the CC Creations, and we should have the t-shirts in about 2 weeks.
It'll be here in time for booster.
To the teacher today, booster on for yourself.
We will probably, once they get here, might need a little help. There'll be a sign out to go to sign up and come to the classrooms. So I don't think, we're getting a lot of help from CC Creations with the online orders, so we're really just having to kind of follow up from them and get them to the kids or to the teachers' classrooms. But I think that the t-shirts will be there in the day of Booster-a-thon. Your children will wear them in the run, and then they'll get to take them home. So don't expect it before.
Yes. We just like everyone to kind of have everyone wear the same thing, a little bit more festive and a pep rally kind of feel. Book fair, Katie.
Book fair is a great event. When it is this year, 9th to 13th.
9th to 13th.
We have a new library, October. A new library this year, I'm sorry, I wasn't prepared today. But the kiddos will get to go in, look for rooms, and write their wish list for what they want. And people can come to you, and you have the choice and what they want to spend. You'll have, I think, a night, family night that has a bingo as well.
Yes.
On the 12th, we're gonna play bingo and have a meal.
Yes.
Yes. So it's a really inexpensive, last year we had burgers from Roadhouse, and you could get burgers and chips and I don't know,
Yeah.
it's super cheap. It's cheaper than anything else you could do. So, we had that, and we played bingo, and we didn't give away great stuff, and people were here all night. Like, they wouldn't leave. It was so fun. So, yeah, so don't expect great prizes, but expect a lot of fun. The children, I don't know who had more fun. The children or the parents playing bingo, actually.
Parents
So.
took it pretty seriously.
Yeah.
I wanted to play, and I was
Yeah.
stuck in silly feels.
It's a fun night, so come out that night, and you can go to the book fair with your children as well.
Yeah.
October the 12th, yes.
Yes.
So with the book fair, we will have a preview day on Friday the 6th. I just have the dates in front of me. And then it's the 9th through the 13th. We don't have school on the 9th, but we're still open. The book fair will still be open.
Because that's parent conference day.
Yes.
So if you want to come up and go to the book fair and do some holiday shopping or something while you don't have children with you, that's a great time as well because they're really reasonably priced materials.
And this will be in the minutes too, but in the past, the library has always requested that if you go to your conference, please don't send your unattended child to the book fair. So that is just one request that they've asked us in the past to reiterate. So if you bring your child, you can shop with them, but please don't send them there unattended while you're conferencing.
Book fair funds have gone back to classroom, the teachers using classroom materials, the library advising kind of the rights to movies and watching things in their classroom, some other things. So it's really a lot of fun. There'll be sign-ups for that as well. Fully volunteers who just come in for 2-hour shifts, just help the kids find the book they want, how they're running out, realize that there is a tax that's hard.
And I think, Katie, will you look for volunteers for help decorating this year?
I will need help. I'm working full-time during the morning, my kids are great. So anyone's really great with decorating, don't want to need yet, I'll let you know, I'll give you ideas, you can just put it up.
Yeah. So look for, I know there's going to be a lot of signups in the beginning of the year, and I apologize. The back to school is kind of, it's a lot, but it definitely dies down come January. And so I appreciate you all bearing with us and coming and helping out when you guys can. Is there any questions about the book fair? It's pretty much what you remember as a kid if you had scholastic book fairs. And I love that schools still do it because my kids, it's their highlight of the year. And if there's no Jamie.
Okay, hi, I'm Jamie. I'm the grandparent coordinator this year. And once I get all the information in from the teachers, if you're a grandparent, I'll be getting an email from you. But we're shooting for September 21st for our meeting, not the 14th, just because we're not going to have everything ready for next week. But it'll be at 2:30 here in the cafeteria, and I will send y'all emails about that. And then just so y'all know, our party dates for this year, the fall party date is October 27th, which is a Friday. And then the winter party will be December 22nd, and the Valentine's Day party will be on Valentine's Day, February 14th. But if you're a parent, be on the lookout for an email soon for me.
Thank you. Jessica?
Hi, I am the staff appreciation chair. So what we've done already this year, we did a back to school teacher breakfast, which worked out very well. So we had the Friday before school started. And that went over very well. Our teachers love having food. They love to have it. They're very appreciative, and we love to show them that we appreciate them in turn. So coming up for this week, we have a coffee cart. This is new for us this year. I'm very excited. So this Friday, we will go around to the teachers' rooms and give them coffee. They will also have some sort of treat to go with their coffee. And then also coming up on the 21st is Sonic Dream Day, and we'll be sending out the Sonic Genius for whoever Sonic dreams. It takes 20-30 minutes tops, and I mean you're just passing Sonic, so you're not doing anything special. With having like prepared drinks or actually go order them. So that's what we have for September.
How about October? We don't have a meeting in October.
Oh, for October, yes, we will be having a staff appreciation lunch on the 19th. And last year we had a lot of requests for more parents are wanting to help. And so this will be a parent participation lunch. Last year it was a catered lunch. And so this year we will be asking parents to help out. And this month will be, for the lunch in October will be taco bar. So we'll be sending all of the information out for that, come closer to that time.
She does a great job. This is her first year kind of taking over the role, and I know she would appreciate the help if anyone's interested in assisting with her. And we really do like to spoil our teachers, kids, and so yes. So and they do so much for our kids. That is nice to do a little bit something for them once a month, sometimes twice a month. But they're really just small ways of saying thank you. Jamie, in a few weeks, will send every teacher room parent coordinator, or sorry, room parent, an email of your teacher's favorite things. And your room mom is supposed to email that out to the class. And so that you will have always your teacher's favorite things. So if you ever want to get a gift for them or shop for them or run into Sonic and want to get them a drink, you'll know exactly what they like. And so expect that in an email soon. I guess if you have a student, Cypress Grove Intermediate School is still needing help. So if you have a 5th or 6th grader, they need you. They
Want to go into the meeting next week?
So if you have an older child, please go in one of their meetings next week. Erin can help you with that. And I think,
Oh, sure. So I had mentioned if you came to our meetings towards the end of last year, I touched briefly on something that we have in the district called Leadership CSISD. And I participated in that program last year, and it's basically a school year long program that introduces parents to a lot of different aspects of the district. So things like zoning, things like budgeting, the arts, sports, all of our technical programs that we have in the district. And a friend of mine and I did it together. We really had no idea what we were getting into. And it was one of the best experiences that I've had as a parent in this district. And I mean, this is my 6th year as a parent in the district, but I still have many more. And I feel like I got such a great base of knowledge going forward to really understand how the district as a whole works. So you want to know how your child's school works, but it's also beneficial to know some of those big picture things as well. So I actually talked to the coordinator today just to confirm that that was in fact going to be happening again. And she said, yes, it is. The application and all of the information, dates, all of that will be released on September 11th on the CSISD website. So, and I'll have that in the minutes as well. But I really encourage people who are interested in learning a little bit more about the district to give it a try. They have monthly meetings. They are either over the lunch hour or over the dinner hour, and they feed you every time you go. It's free. The application is basically to make sure that you are in some way affiliated with the community. You actually don't even have to be a parent. You could be a business owner or something like that in the community and you just want to know more about the district. But it's a really great opportunity. So if you have questions about it, let me know. But otherwise, I really encourage people to take a look at it and think about going through that in this upcoming year. It really is incredibly beneficial and very eye-opening.
I plan on going and doing it myself this year. So if anyone wants to join me, I think last year I still had my baby was still quite a baby, so I didn't want to go take him along with it. But this year I plan on doing it. I'm really excited about seeing what the district has to say. If they're opening up a another new
middle
school
school next year, and elementary 10 the year after that.
So and she got to go tour the new.
Yes, that's because we've had so many new school openings. The last couple of years, the group has gotten, I mean, we did like a hard hat tour of Pecan Trail before it was ever to the point where you really probably shouldn't be in it as a community member. We wore the hats, we wore the closed-toed shoes, and it was that kind of tour. But this year, that'll include the new middle school. You'll get to be able, that'll be the last one of the year, and then the year after that, it'll be elementary. So it's a really neat opportunity.
And it's nice that our district even offers it. I think I think as a district as a whole are very open to sharing their ideas and what's going on with their parents. So please join. Is there any questions or comments? Is there anything we can help with? This is usually how our meetings go. When we are asked to vote on a particular item, we usually vote via email. But then we do discuss it at the meetings. Very rarely do we actually have things to vote on. We approve our budget the year before, but if something comes up, like last year, Dinosaur George came up after we had already approved our budget, so we do have to vote. We had to vote on things like that, or increasing our field trip budget, which we voted to do so. How do you join?
I think you joined.
You joined.
Welcome.
Yeah, welcome. Yes, we don't ask for membership dues from our parents. I feel like because we're a PTO and not a PTA, if you are a teacher or a parent or a relative of the student at the school, then you are the PTO. I mean, I'm just, that's that's it. I mean, we.
And your level of involvement is completely up to you. You could come and volunteer one time for 30 minutes all year, and we will take it, and we will be so grateful for that time. You can also come every single day, and we can find things to be done. So it really is up to you, the extent that you get involved. So whatever works best for you.
Make sure that Jessica has your email address so you can get the regular contact and find out. And follow us on Facebook, because then that'll keep you updated so you can pick and choose what you want to help with.
Or I can give my email address. Or you can stop me when I'm walking my kids up. I mean, any of us are very open and available. We love the school. We love the people at the school. I mean, we just do this because we love our school. That's just what it comes down to. And I think our school is kind of special. I always say we had the opportunity. We were building a house in Castlegate too a few years ago, and a house came on the market on Westchester that allowed my kids to stay at Rock Prairie. So we stopped building and we bought that house just so my kids could stay at Rock Prairie. That's how much school means to me, Ms. Jones means to me, and so and I hope that you all find it too. Find it that way too. I mean, when I say I'm really sad about my daughter leaving, I will be in tears.
We're gonna all have to help Rebecca through this year.
She started here as a 4-year-old in PPCD, so I mean she has been here forever.
Well, and I was gonna say a quick thing, like, if you have ideas for us, bring them. Sometimes we are sitting around like, what can we do? And so if you have talent or some kind of something, anything, we will use. Talent, ideas, we'll take it. I mean, suggestions, like we really do. We would love to hear from more parents, all parents, on what you want to see from PTO or what you think students would benefit from, or teachers. And we are always looking for ideas and ways to make everything we do better.
Yes.
Each year.
Yes, and even criticisms. I mean, don't feel afraid to even say, I think this didn't go as you had planned it, and I would have liked it to be done in a different manner. I mean, we're really open. We're not perfect, and so we're parents, and it's just a process. And so, but we are really excited to serve all you guys and our teachers this year. And so, thank you all for coming. You want to say
T-shirt. If you want to wear a PTO shirt, you can get these from us for $15. Lindsay's already got hers on today too. So yes, we don't get them every year. So it's only every 2 or 3 years we get new PTO shirts. So if you're interested, we still have some.
Yeah, so I guess we have giveaways this evening. So
did everybody sign in?
Yes, everyone signed in
on here, so you can win a prize.
Oh, one more.
Okay.
While she signs in, I just want to close again and tell you all thank you so much. I really don't want this to be the last meeting that we see you at. So please come, keep hearing the information. One other thing we're going to do this year with PTO meetings is try to bring in someone to provide information for you. So you'll hear from the PTO board about all the updates and those things. But try to bring in some guest speakers from around the district. For instance, Mr. Mann, my colleague over at A&M Consolidated Middle School, does an excellent presentation about internet safety and what parents need to know. And elementary kids are not too young to start thinking about that. And so I want to ask Jeff to come over and do that, and maybe some other people around the district, so that you're kind of coming, you can bring your lunch if it's at the lunch hour, or you can feel free to bring your food with you, and you can listen and you can learn, and we'll have the meeting. But that way we're giving you a little something back too. So it's not just about that this is not important stuff that we talk about, but so that we're having a time too where we can visit together and we can talk about what it's like to parent kids today, because it's hard and you guys are working very hard to do it. So we're here to support you. We want to know your needs. If you want a class on something, or just let me know. We have a lot of teachers here. Be happy to talk with people about different things. And so it's a community of learners, and that's what we want it to be. So.
Thank you. Okay. Jessica, pick a number between 1 and 24.
13.
13. And Garrett? Oh, man. Come on.
Yes, we try to always have little fun things like that. Take your pick.
Okay. And would you like to pick a number between 1 and 24? Not 13.
Oh.
17. Lindsay Hustler, our lovely teacher bundle. Oh yeah, our next meeting. Yes. Oh, would you like to pick a number between 1 and 24? Oh, the pressure. 5. 5. Oh. Okay, I'm sorry. Super over that?
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. I will learn it. I'm very good at learning, or my kids will, and they'll tell me how to pronounce it. Would you like to pick a number?
20.
20. Alyssa. Oh, there you go. Oh, come on down.
And what's the next one?
Okay, our next meeting is November 7th at 6 o'clock p.m. There you go. We decided to kind of scale back our meetings and kind of cram more in during each meeting so we weren't wasting time because we know how important time is. But if you have any questions beforehand, please contact us. rockprairie.info@gmail is our email address, and Jessica or I will get in and respond to you. I'll have her post my personal email address in the minutes, and just come stop and say hello and volunteer if you can. Thank you. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead. Anyone questions, comments?
And thank you to our 7 viewers from home.
Viewers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have a ginger snap.
Yes. Oh, have a cookie. She's a great baker.
Sorry,
Brownies.
people at home, we can't give you cookies.
I'll adjourn this meeting at 6:51 p.m. Thank you.